Welcome to Testing Tuesday!
Yippee!
Welcome!
Jan, which episode is it?
42.
Yes.
Oh, the answer to everything.
Yes, that's the answer I wanted to hear. And now we know the question to the answer. It's 42. Great. And the other big question of life, which episode, no, which skill, which voice app are we going to test this time? At least that's the question, every Tuesday's question for us. And today we picked a special for you. A special...
Like for every special episode, we have a very, very special skill.
Yeah.
Or is it even more special today?
This one is even more special. A very sweet piece of candy for you as a skill. It's the box of chocolate. Surprise! I mean, you know it because you saw it in the video caption and it's the title of the episode. Yeah, but that's a skill. It's built by Tellables, the company of Amy Stapleton, which who is also whom we met personally at last year's Voice Summit. I think at this point she was in the process of building it and told me about it. So that sounded really cool.
Nice.
She also does other voice games like Cricket Genie. Also wrote a bit about voice games, also the blog. Yeah. So the expectations are high. I think it's kind of a publishing platform for writers that she knows, and it's like short stories that are published via the skill.
Tellables, or yeah.
Yeah, the box of chocolates is kind of a publishing platform skill. So not each of their Cricket Genie is one they built themselves, I think, where they sourced
so
the content
they used the Tellables platform to build Box of Chocolates. Is that what you mean? Or do you mean like Box of Chocolates is the platform itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe kind of like what Katie Ernst wanted to do, to have one skill and different authors source content from the skill, and from there you can choose different pieces of content from different authors. But that's just my understanding of it. Let's find out.
Yes.
Alexa, open box of chocolates.
Welcome to the place for chocolates and stories. This chocolate assortment is filled with virtual candies, each one paired with a fun bite-sized story. Every month, you'll get a brand new box, so you'll always have new stories to look forward to. Before we try the first chocolate, would you like me to describe what's in this month's assortment?
Yes.
Assortment number 6 contains 12 chocolates, all inspired by Mother's Day. This box features a variety of wonderful authors. Are you ready for the first chocolate?
Yes.
Great. Let's open the box. Candy number 1 is called Mom's Egg Yolk Cream. Let's find out from chocolatier Coco what makes it special.
Each chocolate in this assortment appears similar, but they all have different fillings.
Kendra?
For Candy 1, I made a filling to resemble the yolk of an egg. But don't worry, it's just food coloring.
Delicious.
This messy little candy matches the Mother's Day story, written by author Ellen Lyons. I think it's the perfect candy to start the box.
It sounds interesting. Would you like to start with this messy candy that epitomizes the joys of motherhood?
Yes.
Picture this. Burnt toast stings the air in a kitchen where many bare feet scamper. The youngest child holds a square of completely charred bread and whimpers. Runny scrambled eggs wiggle off a spatula and onto a paper plate, only to be doused in chocolate syrup. Just then, a carton of orange juice slips and lands on the linoleum in a fruity puddle. The mishap is resolved using an entire roll of paper towels. A small soiled hand places daisies from the garden into a jelly jar, partially rinsed out, with bits of dirt floating on the water's surface.
It's a challenge for
A card
SSML
is
to
made
get
from the stiff paper
prosody of
inside a
a
package
poem
of new
writer.
pantyhose. The brand new
the
hose are
Yambic
wadded up on the
rhythm?
counter as the boys giggle over the word nude. X's and O's and carefully crayon names express their love. 5 pair of feet clomping up the stairs. She pretends to sleep. Then a fake yawn and mock surprise. She smiles at their messy morning hair. They leap onto the bed to join her, and the tray tips.
I think the
Wearing a
matching
nightgown
of the
and
story
juice,
is kind of...
chocolate syrup and dirt,
Alexa?
accessorized by
Next.
I suppose any present from our children is wonderful, no matter if it's lasting or fleeting. Would you like another candy?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's get the next chocolate. Candy number 2 is Grandma's Metallic Crunch. Let's see what
The
Coco has
Metallic
to tell us
Crunch?
about the chocolate.
Well, of course, the creamy filling isn't really made from metal. I get the crunchy
hope
effect
so.
from nuts and salt. For this true life story, written by Barbara Samuels, only the crunchiest and nuttiest candy will do.
Sounds like we're in for
Only
some
the
humor.
naughtiest candy.
Are you in the mood for one of Barbara's real-life funny stories?
No. Nothing against
Are you
Barbara.
ready for the next
It's
chocolate
just
in the box?
exploring the UI.
No.
Sorry, I didn't understand. Are you ready for the next chocolate in the box?
No.
Okay, what would you like to do next?
What can I do?
When you open a box of chocolates, I'll take you through the candies and stories in consecutive order. If you decide to skip a story, you'll get a chance to hear it later. To hear a specific chocolate story, ask me for the candy by its number or its name. To open an older assortment, ask for the assortment by its number. To hear what's inside a box, just ask what's in the box. You can find a complete list of all the assortments and chocolates at the Tellables website at tellables.com. Oh, and one more thing. Each chocolate assortment expires after 1 month, when it's replaced by a brand new assortment. So be sure to check back often. Okay, let's continue. What would you like to do next?
Open assortment number 5.
Assortment number 5 contains 12 chocolates, inspired by the False Key Fantasy series. False Key is a strange and magical island off the southern tip of Florida, but you won't find it on a map. To enjoy the candies created by our chocolatiers, watch your screen for the candy image, or follow along in your Alexa app as you hear each story. Just open the app and tap the activity menu. Are you ready for the first chocolate?
No.
Okay, what would you like to do next?
Stop.
All right then. Goodbye for now. Want to play another one? One of the most played games this week is Question of the Day. Do you want to try it or pick a game category?
No.
There was a different prompt. There wasn't like because you blah 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 Amazon. It's felt more like Alexa again. It's really like a seamless transition from the skill to Alexa. I thought it was still part of the skill.
Also nice psychology. Do you want to play it now? It's more like, do you want to play this or learn about the categories of games? Yeah.
Also, one more thing that before I forget. So they said like you can take a look at the Alexa app and then just tap the activity tab. And so I've been thinking about this recently when I like watched people interacting with the Alexa app, because like the Alexa app changed, and so previously the cards were really home cards where everything was in the home section, and you could just tell people to open the Alexa app. But now it changed, which is a bummer, because now we need to like explain people that they have to do like 3 different taps to like find cards, and so I think they solved it in a great way to just specifically call out the activity feed. But yeah, that's one of the problems I think with that you're like you need to see like if anything changes, and like are there changes to the Alexa app, for example, and yeah. But overall, I think it was a a great skill. I think short stories with like synthetic voices are kind of difficult to follow.
Yes.
I don't know if there's any solution for that, except like just recording the stories. I liked the voice, like for like the talking about the different kinds of candy, but then when it entered the story, then it was a little too much. Felt like that.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's no real solution with synthetic voices and reading longer texts. Even the other synthetic voice services like Google Assistant or the one of Google,
like WaveNet,
or so, or the, what's it called? Is it from Watson or from IBM? They have Expressive SSML, but even this one is not great for longer text. I think that's why I think there is no real solution.
Also, the amount of time you spent on like making such a long text expressive through SSML, maybe you could just go and record it.
Yeah. But it's a challenge, right? It's quite resource intensive. If every month you have to record 12 pieces of audio, and then they have to be no longer than 240 seconds long. Okay, yeah, but for a short story, this should be good. I mean, the format is great. It's like you have a different advent calendar. Our advent calendar is a thing in the US. For those who don't know, an advent calendar is like a calendar for kids for December, for the 24 days before Christmas, and every day they open
for kids.
Yeah, there are ones for adults as well, with adult items. Yeah, but it's similar. It's also a box of chocolates. This one is this is a cool thing. Like there is a different theme every month, and different authors contribute different short stories for it. Like,
do you think this was user-generated content? That really I don't remember what was the name, Rebecca, like the one, like Rebecca really submitted a story.
I think it wasn't user-generated content. I think Amy Stapleton probably has a network of authors or is in touch with these people. I mean, borderlines could be a way to draw it warm. Maybe someone listens to this and says like, "This is cool. I also want to write a story." Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? So I think maybe there was just a misunderstanding from my side. But was there, after every sentence, like even when Alexa talked at the beginning, was there really a break? So was it like where the breaks between different sentences longer than usually? So maybe they have some sort of like in their code they just add something or work with SSML sentences or something like that. It felt a little slower than the typical voice experience. So sometimes
I've seen some people do it. So every time they add a sentence, they use this sentence SSML thing around it. I think Adva from Pretzel Voice, I think Pretzel Labs, I've seen her do this as well. And yeah, I think it's good practice.
But also it felt a little slower. So I'm not sure if it was only the sentence tags or maybe like even like a break of 200 milliseconds or so after every story, after every sentence tag or so. I think it's good to like, I don't know, to put emphasis on like one sentence or something like that. But that was like because it was after every sentence it felt more monotonous than but I'm not sure about this. Maybe it just felt like this because this Kendra, was it Kendra's voice who used it?
I think so.
Maybe because her voice sounds slower than others. Might be that as well.
Yeah, true. But apart from that, I mean, no, not apart from that, in addition to that, I think the user interface was really professional, well crafted, good questions. Also, with this one open question, what would you want to do next? I didn't expect it to answer what can I do next, but it handled it pretty well.
Yeah.
It's not best practice typically to ask for what would you do next, but so they primed it well, handled this question well.
The help intent was really long, so I forgot what I can say because it showed so many different things. So maybe those could be grouped together or something like that. Yeah,
But-
cool. Yeah, I like the small like hints of like I don't know humor when there's like talking about like the metal and
Mhm.
things like that.
Yeah.
And so I like that as well. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Definitely really neatly crafted. I wonder why the old stories expire after a month. I mean, they could have just leave them there, and people are free to explore back stuff back from Christmas. But
Maybe just for retention. Like okay, I need to like
yeah,
listen to these in the next few days
Mhm.
because they get lost, and then I need to come back next month because there's going to be new ones.
Yeah.
Maybe.
and then they can also recycle them
Mm.
next year. hmm
That's right. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great skill. Check it out.
Yes.
Give it a positive review if you like it. We
Mhm.
can't with our accounts because we didn't purchase for 550 euros dollars. Yeah. Otherwise, join the discussion. Probably discuss the skill in the forum on Twitter,
Mhm.
in YouTube. Probably not on YouTube. Anyway, give us a like, subscribe. So thanks for tuning in. We appreciate.
Thank you. Yeah.
See you in episode 43.
Yes. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.